Is raw dogging good for your health?
I would say it's probably bad for your health, honestly.
Why?
I don't know, you get higher chances of STDs and other problems from doing that.
Oh, for real? What's up, guys? Welcome to Chat Talk Goss, where we deliver the hot truth that no one else knows about. So have you ever raw dogged a flight? This epic new trend has taken the world by storm. It's an especially hot trend among altitudes, aka dudes in altitude. Like that. But what is raw dogging a flight? Raw dogging is where you fly without protection. Okay, I'm talking no music, no TV, no freaking movies, no beverages, no going to the bathroom. You just sit and stare at the map on the back of the seat. Or if you're really core, you turn off the screen, no map at all. Now, social media influencers have been showcasing their raw dog flights all over TikTok. This, guys, is the new form of masculinity, okay? In the 40s, we went to war. Now, we raw dog our flights. We take travel as it comes in with no stimulation to distract you. Now, let's look at some dudes raw dogging their flights. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Just beasting it, okay? Think about what's going on in their dome right now. Like, this is just pure, unfiltered thought. So beautiful. So some of the benefits are said to be a more inclusive travel experience, building resilience, and cost savings. Sounds like a hell of a deal to me. But according to nutritionist Toby King, raw dogging could increase the risk of blood clots, which can break off and cause a blockage of the arteries in the lung, leading to certain death. Now, apparently the combo of dehydration from not drinking water and not moving leads to deep vein thrombosis. Now, this is scary stuff, but is this Toby nutritionist guy legit? Let's find out. I sat down with the founder of the raw dogging movement, Strider Wilson, to discuss all things raw dog and hear his thoughts on the latest controversy surrounding thrombosis. So you're the founder of the raw dogging movement.
That's what they say, dude.
When did you begin raw dogging?
I was on a flight to Orlando as a kid, and I asked my dad how much longer it was till we landed, and he said, "Be quiet." So just kind of been flying in silence ever since then.
Does your father raw dog as well?
I don't know. I haven't asked him a question since or really talked to him.
And were you calling it raw dogging back then?
Mainly I was calling it feeling sad, but it made me think. And in being in my dome, flying in that silence, I think it made me develop into a man even faster, dude.
And why is it called raw dogging?
You know, when you're in altitude thinking like that, your dome can be impregnated with negative and positive thoughts. You just let it filter through you, experience those thoughts, stare at that map channel in front of you, and grow.
Is there a pull-out method of thinking?
You know, when I'm about to bust a really quick, sweet thought, I'll just roll up or lift up that window shade, kind of look out at God's map below, and then get back into that thought. Give myself a little breather so I don't bust too quick of a thought.
It's almost like too big of a load of thoughts.
Exactly. When you're raw dogging really deep, you can get a fat load in your dome, then that thought's gone. Oh, lost it, you know what I mean?
So now with raw dogging going mainstream, nutritionists are saying you can get thrombosis. What is thrombosis?
Don't know.
Have you ever experienced pain?
Just emotional, no physical, although I do get a plethora of NRBs.
And for the female listener, what is an NRB?
It's a no reason boner. I think that I'm having more positive thoughts when my little penis is bricked up.
When you busted a sweet thought, have you also busted a legit load?
Yeah.
And why is an airplane good for raw dogging?
Maybe it just goes back to the sweet Buddhist monks of Nepal who love to post up and think in altitude in those Himalayan mountains. The closest I can get to that is in an airplane 30,000 feet. Also, this is a metal tube, hundreds of miles per hour, miles above the earth. It immediately filters out all the meaningless thoughts of, hey, what am I gonna have for dinner or this or that, and you get straight to the deep thinking.
It's almost like the samurai saying, act as if you have a katana hanging above your head at all times.
Exactly.
Do you think the samurai had NRBs?
Absolutely. I think the samurai in the Bushido code, or a lot of it, had to do with popping fat wood.
Strider, what do you think about while raw dogging?
I'd like to think if I could wrestle a bear, would I win if I had no gun? Grizzly would probably take me, polar bear for sure, but maybe like a California black bear. They're not that big. I like to fantasize sometimes. If there's a rogue invading force trying to take my family and I have to protect them, you know, cigarette pull, you guys go away, tell my wife, take the dog, I'm staying back. And, you know, I gank whatever's invading, alien, zombies, maybe bears.
What kind of weapons do you use?
It would be my bare hands. Maybe a crossbow or a knife, something primal. I think that's the most honorable way. Maybe a katana.
Perhaps that's how the samurai came up with the katana, is by raw dogging.
Exactly. I'm going to think about that next time I fly. That's a good call.
So if the flight attendant asks if you want a beverage, how do you respond? Can you respond?
No, you just clear your throat pretty loud and just refresh the map channel. Maybe switch it to horizon mode or something like that, but absolutely no response.
So what if you have to use the bathroom?
I wear diapers. I'll piss them. Or if you don't want to hear that swish swish noise of diapers, it's shameful for you, just wear pants you don't care about. Piss them.
Are there women doing this trend?
I don't think so. I think women opt to go to therapy.
What do you think of these nutritionists saying it's dangerous?
I think they got to raw dog their research, dude. You know? Read about it, get it fresh in their dome, book a flight, think about it.
Do you think that raw dogging is a threat to industry?
If a person with a very high capacity for thinking starts raw dogging, they're going to be thinking at levels they never even thought of. They're going to come up with sick inventions. People are afraid of AI. We can learn how to defeat the machines if we put the proper people raw dogging. Dude, if Navy SEALs were raw dogging, we would have double tapped Osama years before.
What if AI starts raw dogging?
Dude, that's pretty gnarly to think about. Can I raw dog that for a second? That thought?
It's clear that Strider has mastered the art of raw dogging in flight, and now he's ventured into new territory, raw dogging on the ground.
Just freaking raw dogged Disneyland, dude. Walked around by myself, no loved ones, no churros, no shrooms, just my thoughts. Honestly, I almost got on 0 rides, but I had to hit the monorail for about 2 hours straight, just thinking. And then I got on the teacups with the family, said nothing, didn't even contribute to spin it, just thinking.
So how do you feel about scientists calling you and people who do this idiots?
I'm going to have to book a flight and think on that.
What do you see for the future of raw dogging?
The moon. I think we can go to the moon, dude. I think we'll figure out a way to go back to the moon. Because we forgot. We forgot because we haven't been back since like 1969. What up? If we raw dog enough flights as a humans, that we'll figure out a way to get back to the moon, and we'll be raw dogging space shuttles soon. And then raw dogging UFOs after that.
You're the founder of raw dogging. People are coming out against raw dogging. Did you expect this?
No. I was like, dude, it's one of the sickest things you can do.
Did it ever make you question yourself and your label as the founder of raw dogging and your beloved activity?
Absolutely, dude. I'd book a flight. I'd think about it, dude. Thoughts would be, you know, tumultuous in my mind like a storm. And then we touched down on the ground. I'd be like, nah, I'm chilling, dude. You know, I didn't get thrombosis.
I then ventured out to Venice Beach to talk to the public about the potential benefits or downsides of raw dogging. Is raw dogging good for your health?
It depends on what kind of raw dogging we're talking about.
Yeah.
But for sexual reasons, no, raw dogging is not the best for your health. There could be a chance of picking up something you didn't want.
Like what?
There's all types of STDs and
Damn.
terrible things you would not want to pick up.
Whoa.
Yeah, protect yourself.
Is raw dogging good for your health?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it releases endorphins.
Yeah, because nutritionists say that it gives people thrombosis.
I don't think that's true. I am a physician, and
Oh, you are?
that's not accurate from mine.
Wow. Dude, that's awesome. Is raw dogging good for your health?
I would say it's probably bad for your health, honestly.
Why?
I don't know, you get higher chances of STDs and other problems from doing that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think so.
This nutritionist, Toby something, said that raw dogging can give you thrombosis. Do you think that's
what's
true?
thrombosis? I don't know about that.
Dude, honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
So, according to scientists and the public, you can get thrombosis and STDs. Does it make me nervous? You betcha. But what is life without a little risk taking, guys? Okay? Plus, let's be honest, dudes. Scientists are always looking to yuck your yums. Whenever something wonderful emerges in the world, like butthole sunning, tanning oil, cheeseburgers, ice cream, or driving under the influence, scientists come in to freaking yuck that yum. Like, have you ever been drunk on a skateboard? It's a good time. But scientists, they would not agree. But look, do you think this guy would ever be drunk on a skateboard? Do you think he's ever experienced that joy? I don't think so. So guys, here's the big question. Should we ban raw dogging? No. Unless we want to stifle human progress, then go ahead. But if we want to progress as a human race and freaking make some more leaps and bounds, let's keep raw dogging, dudes. And hopefully if this beautiful trend continues, someday we will live in a world of completely silent flights. Except for a few screaming babies. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Chad Talk Goss. I want to thank Strider for doing that dank interview. And I want to thank all the people I met on the street who helped me out with my raw dogging questions. And I want to thank you guys most of all for tuning in, for being gossers. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get the word out. Get the word out about raw dogging. We're doing serious, important journalism here. And it all comes down to you guys to help get the word out. So I want to thank you guys. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of Chad Talk Goss. All right, late.